Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video and a couple of reviews that I want to go through today with you. We're going to be talking about Point Break on 4K, and we're also going to be talking about Orca, the killer whale as well. So really looking forward to getting into both of these. They were both sent over for me to review and let everybody know what the features are like, what the picture quality is like, the sound and stuff like that. Before we get into Point Break, this is from Icon Film Distribution. Really nice glossy slipcover on this. Let me just read you a few points here. It comes to the UK on 4K UHD for the first time on 5th of August, so it's already out there. It's a 2-disc 4K special collector's edition package with a premium O-ring slipcover. Contains the feature in 4K and Blu-ray plus an exclusive limited edition poster and 4 art cards. Both this edition and the standalone Blu-ray release will include more than 45 minutes of bonus features. Yes, so we'll get into this. I haven't seen this film in such a long time. Haven't actually seen the 4K, so I'm looking forward to checking out the 4K. But it's also available on DVD, digital, on demand on the 5th of August, all from Icon Film Distribution. So let's get into doing a little unboxing. Then I'll stick the film on and we'll watch it. And then after that, I'll go through Orca, the killer whale. So there we go. So it's a really nice glossy slipcover there. I do love these glossy slipcovers. Very premium finish to it. There's the spine, there is the back. I will zoom in a little bit for you there so you can read some of that information yourself. Some nice pictures there of Keanu and Patrick Swayze. There we go. And there we go, there's the slipcover. And we get some nice bits and pieces in here. So 2 discs, of course, we get the Blu-ray and the 4K. Different artwork on each disc. So that's the 4K. Yeah, that's the 4K disc, and then that is the Blu-ray disc. So a nice bit of alternate artwork on both of those. Here we have a poster. There we go. So we get a nice poster there, which is about A3 size. So really good image there. And we also get some art cards as well. These are kind of like promo shots and yeah, poster and promo shots, I think, and maybe a scene from the film. So there we go. So there's that one. Yeah, so there we go. So a few little art cards there and a nice poster. Excellent. Right, let me just put this back in the case. And what we'll do, we'll crank the film on and we'll watch it in 4K, and then I will share my thoughts on the picture quality and the sound, the story as well, after the presentation. Yes, so right, let's watch Point Break in 4K from Icon Film Distribution.
2 hours later.
Okay, so Point Break. Yes, I just watched the 4K. We also put the Blu-ray on in various chapters just to check it out. And I've got to say the 4K is definitely an upgrade over the Blu-ray. And there is Dolby Vision on the 4K. It's DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. We'll talk about the audio in a minute. As for the picture quality of the film, there was a thin layer of grain throughout. But with the Dolby Vision, it gave those bright colours, especially like the surfboard. There was a bright pink surfboard, and the colours of the fires, burning fires, really bright in your face. But overall, it had a great look to it. Yeah, so the overall look is definitely an improvement over the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray was a little bit more crushed in a way. There's a lot more grain and picture is flickering from time to time. So it's definitely had a nice clean up on this. And like I say, with the Dolby Vision adds to the overall picture quality. And the darks look really dark at night time. The audio 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio. It wasn't a massive audio upgrade on this. The subwoofer just kicked in where it needed to be, but it wasn't overly done. The only thing I had a little slight problem with was the dialogue. The dialogue seemed a little bit too low compared with the rest of the sound stage, so I had to crank it up a little bit. But I would have liked the dialogue to be a little bit louder. But again, it all depends on the system that you're playing it through, whether it be, you know, an entire 5.1 or 7.1 system, a soundbar, or, you know, directly through the TV. So everybody's system is different. But yeah, really good film. 1991. For some reason, I thought it was the 80s because it definitely had that action 80s feel to it. But we're only just getting into the 90s, 91. As for the film itself, really enjoyable film about an FBI agent called Johnny Utah, played by Keanu Reeves, who tries to foil a group of surfers who are carrying out bank robberies under the guise of ex-presidents. They all wear these rubber masks, Ronald Reagan and Nixon and things like that. That's their you know, bank robbery identity. Also, Laurie Petty is in it as well, who becomes, you know, Johnny's love interest. Gary Busey again. This is when Gary Busey was great in stuff like this, and Under Siege as well, and, you know, The Lethal Weapon. So yeah, really good pairing up between Gary Busey and Keanu Reeves. Let's talk about Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze, well, he's Patrick Swayze, bless him. And it's nice to see Patrick Swayze getting out of the take your shirt off for the women kind of role. You know, here he played the villain, he played the leader of the bank robbers. And yeah, I think the pairing between Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze was pretty good in this. So there was some good chemistry. Overall, really good executed action film. Bit of revenge in there, bit of love interest, and revenge, heist, thriller. Yeah, you've got the lot. Yeah, what can I say? Really good film from 1991. So definitely an upgrade over the Blu-ray. I would definitely advise to pick up the 4K if you can, if you have 4K capability. It does have more than 45 minutes of special features, including additional scenes, It's Make or Break, Ride the Wave, Adrenaline Junkies, On Location in Malibu, Stills, Gallery and Trailer. The film is 121 minutes, so it's 2 hours and 1 minute. And the as I say, the special features actually run for 47 minutes. So there we go. So that is Point Break from 1991, available now on 4K from Icon Film Distribution. So definitely pick this one up. As I say, it is an improvement over the Blu-ray. And yes, a nice little package there with some nice, you know, glossy slipcover there, and some postcards and a nice poster inside, and a very well, nice produced little package there. Fantastic. Okay, so there we go. So that is Point Break. That is available now. So yeah, go and pick it up. Why not? Have a bit of Patrick Swayze and a bit of Keanu Reeves and a bit of Gary Busey in your collection. Why not? Okay, so next up we have Orca the Killer Whale on 4K Steelbook. Yes, this was very kindly sent over to me to review from the guys at Fetch Publicity. So thank you very much, guys. Yes, really nice artwork on there. So what we'll do a little unboxing, and I'll tell you a bit about the special features and the release on this. And then we'll get into actually watching the film, and I'll share my thoughts on, you know, the picture quality and the sound quality. Okay, so that's what we get. We get a nice little J card there with the title on, Orca the Killer Whale. And then we have a really nice spine there. And let me just zoom in for you on the back there so you can read a bit about that. And all the specifications there as well. So zoom out. That's better. So there we go. So no glue or anything, so that's pretty good. And kind of a silky feel to the steelbook as well. So there we go. So there is the image. So you got a picture of Orca the Killer Whale with Richard Harris's face, and you do have a nice bit of spot gloss on the bottom there. So that's pretty cool. And then the bottom We get the fin and also a nice bit of spot gloss there as well. So that's pretty cool. Minimalistic on the art, but you know, you don't always have to have it completely crowded. So there is the steelbook on the outside. There is the inside. It's just plain blue. So yeah, no picture, but I suppose it's supposed to be the sea, illustrate the sea, I should imagine. But I tell you what it does. It goes well with the discs. You'll see in a minute. It blends in really well with the discs. So there's the two discs, and that works really well against that blue background there, and some nice artwork on those discs. And we have the 4K there, and we also have the Blu-ray. So there we go. So that is Orca the Killer Whale on 4K. Let me just run through a few bits that we have here. Okay, so it's a brand new 4K restoration of the superb monster movie. I've never seen the film, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It's available on 4K UHD, 4K Steelbook, Blu-ray, DVD and digital, out on the 2nd of September. So it's already out, so you can go and grab that. Starring Richard Harris and Charlotte Rampling. Studio Canal announces a fantastic new 4K restoration of Orca the Killer Whale as part of the Cult Classics collection. Terror is just below the surface in this ferocious action-adventure of mythical proportions from legendary producer Dino De Laurentiis of King Kong and Conan fame. Starring screen legends Richard Harris, Oscar nominated for This Sporting Life, and Charlotte Rampling, Oscar nominated for 45 years. As well as a collectible 4K UHD steelbook. The film is available on 4K, Blu-ray, DVD and digital. Yes, so I won't go through anything else at the moment because I'll talk about the film afterwards. But it is available from Studio Canal from the 2nd of September in all outlets. The Blu-ray edition will include 4 art cards though. Okay, so let's crank this on. Let's put it on. And yeah, I'll see this for the very first time. I've never seen it. I did watch the trailer for it. It kind of gave me vibes of Jaws. And I believe this is like 2 years after Jaws came out. So I can see they're kind of on the same bandwagon, but with a killer whale instead of, you know, a shark. Yeah, so let's watch Orca the Killer Whale from Studio Canal, and I'll share my thoughts after the film.
Meanwhile.
Okay, so Orca the Killer Whale from 1977. I gotta say, he had it coming. Yes, it's a revenge film, nothing but a revenge film. Richard Harris plays a fisherman who kills a female whale, strings it up. There's a horrible scene where the baby drops out of it, and then that's revenge set in for the male whale, and starts chasing Richard Harris, and just won't let up, you know, until he's had his revenge. Starts terrorizing this little fishing village in Canada, somewhere in northern Canada, and that's it. It's basically about revenge and not giving up until you've basically killed your family slayer. I gotta say, picture quality on this was fantastic for 1977. Fantastic, very clean. Looks like it could have been filmed now. A Dolby Vision as well, and yeah, even looking at one of the fisherman's beards, he had this big bushy beard, and you can see every single individual little hair on it, not to mention all the fibres on the clothes, and especially like Richard Harris's dirty old jumper that he was wearing. It also stars Charlotte Rampling, who I've never been a fan of, the actress. I don't think I've actually ever seen a film with her where she's actually smiled. She always comes across as very grumpy and a very miserable actress in everything that she's been in. She didn't really add anything to the film. It also stars, I can't remember his name, but he played Chief in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And there's Bo Derek in there as well. Yeah. So action wise, it wasn't as heavy on the action as, say, Jaws, which was 2 years earlier, and Jaws was a major influence on this film. The deaths seemed to be quick. You know, there was no prolonging. It's just like a chop of the leg and that's it. But it was mainly because, you know, this whale was going after, you know, Richard Harris's character, rather than terrorising everybody else that was around. But it's still got to have its fun with the locals. The audio on this was DTS Mono 2, so nothing grand on the audio. Obviously no subwoofer, so there's hardly any use of the bass. The dialogue was crystal clear, so that was pretty good, and the front speakers were pretty good. It came up on my speaker, on my amplifier actually, is DTS Neuro X, but it was definitely a Mono 2 soundtrack. So overall, yeah, I thought it was a pretty good film. Not in the same ballpark as Jaws. That's an absolute classic. And I think its success is because of Jaws. You know, it was riding the Jaws wave, so to speak, as that was the big thing at the time. But it was still entertaining. I wasn't completely invested in Richard Harris's character as much as I was in Roy Scheider and Dreyfus and that from Jaws, but it was still an entertaining film. There is not many special features, unfortunately. We just get an interview with Philippe Gucci. That's it, unfortunately. Now, I did try to play the Blu-ray to get a picture comparison, because like I say, the 4K was impeccable, absolutely impeccable, the quality of it. But unfortunately the Blu-ray would not play, and I tried it on 3 players. It just stopped. It wouldn't even go to a menu. I just pressed play and it went stop. So I don't know if that's a faulty disc on the Blu-ray, or if it's just not compatible with Panasonic. I don't know, but I can't test for the picture quality on the Blu-ray. But anyway, it is out there available on 4K. If you already own the Blu-ray or you've got a DVD copy, I would definitely advise to upgrade it to 4K, because it is a fantastic picture quality. And yeah, it's a nice little entertaining film, but it's not in the same ballpark as say Jaws. But there we go. That is Orca the Killer Whale. That is from Studio Canal, and it's available to buy from the September the 2nd. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed these little reviews. Many thanks to both of the companies for sending these over to me to review, both Alternate Current and Fetch Publicity. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. See you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.